So, I want you to explain to me, for somebody who's not well versed within the engineering world at all, what the GTMA is in layman's terms.
The GTMA was founded over 80 years ago, originally called the Gauge and Toolmakers Association,
Right.
now abbreviated to the GTMA Manufacturing Resource Centre. We're a trade association, we're owned by our members, funded by our member subscriptions, and we have approximately 250 UK-based manufacturing companies in membership. Our goal is to support those members in terms of generating opportunities for them to network, promoting their brand and their products and their services, and therefore returning value to them. Ideally generating warm leads for new business.
Okay. And the sort of clients that you have, when you mention the word tool makers specifically, what kind of things do they make? What do you do with them?
Yes, well, you've hit on something quite interesting. The term tool making means different things to different people. We aren't really talking about making hammers and making saws here.
No.
We're talking about making the cavities, if you like, or the form blocks to actually manufacture components. So this could be someone making molds to then make polymer components and plastic components, or it could be someone making form tools to then form metal components or to forge metal components. So we're talking about tool making in its essence, really. That was the root of the GTMA originally, but it very rapidly grew over the years to encompass machining companies. GTMA now has representation right across the sectors within the UK, right across the different disciplines. So we have members who do additive manufacturing, we have members who do calibration, metrology, all types of machining, surface finishing, surface coating. So it's the whole gambit of manufacturing processes.
Okay, but so if I was a company or a manufacturing company that's coming from an external inquiry, so I wasn't a member of yours, would you be able to provide certain services for me, for your members, for example?
Yes, we certainly would. We encourage our members to network amongst themselves, but also we realise there's a bigger community out there who maybe aren't involved with the GTMA. So on the one hand, if we get an inquiry comes in or we believe there's some work there, we will look to source within our membership. If we can't satisfy it within our membership, of course, then we trawl outside. Personally, I have a lifelong history in the manufacturing sector in the UK, so I have had over past years interest in other areas, so I have quite a lot of contacts across different companies. That's also a source of new members, because if a company stands to benefit from something GTMA are doing, then obviously we would approach them to see if they would be interested in becoming members. We are always interested in engaging with the big manufacturers, the OEMs, the original equipment manufacturers, and the top tier companies, because that's where most of our members find their work. If we can engage with them and we can identify with them their needs, and we can fulfill those needs from our members, then that's perfect.
So just out of curiosity, I'm wondering if you've had any members of yours who have started and joined with the GTMA, as smaller businesses, and you've been able to see as the spokesperson of GTMA almost to see them grow through their networking that you provide them. Have you been able to see that progression?
We certainly have, and a lot of our members, as happens in modern industry, have become part of groups, have been taken over, have been restructured, and GTMA has been able to play a positive central role in helping that happen. It's with some pride that I find myself working for the GTMA. There have been many years of industry of other people in the role of CEO. Although I sit here as the figurehead to GTMA, it's really off the back of significant work done over the years by my predecessors and by the current team of the GTMA. We work very hard to I often say burn shoe leather in old terms, to try to generate interest for our members, on behalf of our members. We run shows, we attend shows to represent our members, and we're often required to get out on the road and visit companies and look at what the problem is and try to solve that through identifying capability within our members.
It's that old saying, isn't it? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
I guess there is a bit of that. I mean, don't come to think that we're anything like a modern version of Love Island or some kind of matching service.
Yeah.
It's about quality and qualification of leads. So I will use my engineering knowledge to understand the detail of what someone is looking for. We're not simply taking a statement by someone and then pushing it to someone else.
Right.
We operate in the back office an extreme level of detail about the capability of products and services of our members. So we have a detailed understanding of what they can do, what they can deliver, and what standards they're operating to. That enables us to respond on their behalf to engage with companies to source new work.
And I suppose in that way it feels a lot more personalised and a lot more, engaging in terms of whoever your clients are, feel as though they are being heard and they are being noticed in terms of what they need as a company and the kind of contact that they need to be able to keep business going.
Well, you do business with people.
Yeah.
Okay, people represent the businesses, and there are levels of trust and levels of understanding. And certainly I would say that people who come to the GTMA for help come back again.
Yeah.
And we rely on that. Our integrity is absolute in delivering their services to our members and externally to those OEMs, those large manufacturers.
Yeah, that's great.